Okay, next part we're going into. We're going to talk a little bit about the gym. As me and Fred sort of started from then, sort of went gym together and trained together and things like that. So first question I want to ask is like, how did you actually start getting into like health and fitness, and like what was that point of where
Well, like the original
yeah,
start.
like what made you want to like get
Uh,
into it, kind of thing?
so I remember being young and pretty chubby, and I had a friend who was trying to get me onto it. That's roughly when I'm like 17, and I just weren't interested. And I would dabble, but I weren't taking it too serious. And then we was going out Ibiza, maybe when we were like 20.
Mm.
And all I knew is people in Ibiza just look wham. So I was like, right, I can't turn up looking like this.
Yeah.
So I think round about my 20s, I started to try to be a bit more consistent and stuff. I used to smoke at the time. So I literally packed it all in. I was like, right, I'll take this serious.
Yeah.
And then I suppose that was probably the start of the journey. But then obviously as time's gone on, you know, you kind of perfect what you're doing and you learn and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
So by the time I've met you, we're seasoned people.
Yeah.
Training for years, but yeah, it's probably, so we're talking 11 years ago, bro.
11.
Yeah.
Been in the game long time then.
But I'm not like, no, you know what I mean? Just
No,
dabbling for
yeah.
11 years, but yeah.
Yeah, I think that's. Well, I think I started from like my brother. My brother, like, me and my brother went to a local like gym to where we lived. I think 17, 18 at the time. I was. We used to get up like we used to pray in the morning. Then from prayers we went to the gym straight away, and then school.
Well,
And we'd done that for like a good 3, 4 months maybe.
fair play.
And then from there, I just started like working out more and more and changing gyms and then perfecting like routines and
That's sick,
things
man.
like that.
I don't think I was taking gym serious when I was in school. Wish I did.
Yeah.
But to be fair, my school never really got a decent gym until I was pretty much leaving anyway. So maybe if it was there, maybe there would have been some incentive to train more. I don't know. But I like that though, man. Going before school, that's
Yeah, but that was
bit-
I don't think I would have done it if it weren't for my brother, but
mm.
yeah, man, that's how I sort of started and got into it. In terms of like what you do now, is it more for health reasons? Is it more for you just enjoy it, or
I think
the reason you do
yeah,
it now?
probably a balance between, you know, getting older and appreciating where your body's at and working to your strengths. And like we said earlier on, like deadlifting and that, before I was like deadlifting like 200 kg,
Yeah.
but I put my all in it, you know what I mean? But then I might feel half injured for 2 days. So I'm not trying to do that now.
Yeah.
So yeah, just trying to work smart in the gym, but trying to keep it fun at the same time. So I mean, I just do whatever I feel like, to be honest. I don't follow no particular style. Might be powerlifting for a bit, might just be normal training, bodybuilding stuff.
Yeah.
Might do some functional, just whatever, and whatever floats my boat, to be fair.
Do you have like a favorite style of training that you've done throughout the years?
Like, I like to lift heavy, so it depends, innit? Like when you're in the proper gym bro mode, you know, I do enjoy that sort of stuff. But I think that's more when you're in a social gym settings. When I'm on my own, you know, I'll map out what I'm gonna do like the night before, go in, headphones in, smash it and go. I quite like that whole process and then get out.
Yeah. Well, that's what I like about Fred as well. Like he's strong. Like when you go with someone who's like stronger and can lift more, it pushes you to do more. Like the people I've been in the past, like they're strong, but like if I can outlift them, then it's like a competition kind of thing. But not in a way like, oh, I want to be better than you. It's like more inspiration.
Well, my buzz is to push you.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
It's like, nah, you could do one more than that.
Yeah.
You could do some more than that.
Yeah. No, I love it. But I think the gym also, like, just in general, is a good, like, it teaches you life lessons as well. So I think things that I picked up from the gym that I carry to this day, my work ethic, like, is no one can really outwork me. And I believe in that. Like, I might not be the most talented.
Well, given today, finding out you're doing 7 days a week, yeah, I'll make you right.
Yeah, man. I heard, do you know who KSI is? I heard him say, like, I might not be the most talented, but, like, I will outwork you. And I feel like that's that's how I see myself as well. I might not be
Okay,
talented,
yeah.
but I will definitely work to like 110% to try and beat you.
Fair enough.
Also, like, you learn how to be driven. You're always going towards this goal in the gym, whether it's losing weight, putting on muscle, trying to chase a PB and bench deadlifts, things like that. You have that drive and commitment, and that can be used in everyday life. You know, you got so
You've
much.
got to be disciplined, isn't it? That's what it is.
That's what it is, man. That's what it is. But a lot of people start it for like a week or two or a month, and then they'll give up.
I've been there though.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
been
I've
that
been,
guy.
I've been there. Yeah,
That's what I said. More in them early days, I was
Yeah.
doing a lot of that touch and go.
yeah,
Go for a week, maybe a month, 5 weeks, and then I will have a good night out, and then just spiral out again, and then you're
Yeah.
back to square one. So yeah, trying to learn from those lessons and stay more consistent. Like you said, discipline. I try to get in the gym for like 6 every day. I know for some people that sounds crazy bizarre, but 6 half 6, get in there, back
Yeah.
for 8, and then I got the whole day ahead of me. So I suppose I've learned that's one of my key takeaways is to get up and get out early
yeah.
and have that mindset.
Start the day right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think all of our training sessions have been like early, and I do prefer that because it just gets you in the right frame of mind.
For me, turning up like the later the day goes on, the less enthusiastic I am about going. I'll probably get a bit more tired. I will just generally be more fatigued throughout the day. So like sometimes when I said, yeah, I'll go at 6 in the evening, and it comes around, I'm like, bro, I don't want to go. It's not that. So, but each to their own, innit?
Do you train by yourself these days?
Mostly,
Mostly.
unless I'm gonna do like meet
Yeah.
up, or I'll do that with people occasionally. But then after a while, I'm like, you know what? I'll tell you what I was doing. I was going to everybody else's gym. I'll come to you,
Yeah.
Crayford. I'll go to them in Crayford. I'll go somewhere else.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, you come to me. You come. Let's come and train in my gym. I've got a good gym now. Big up Gym Nation. Yeah, big up Gym Nation. Yeah, that's the new home, innit? So
Yeah. Nice. Do you watch any like fitness guys or follow them?
do you know what I do?
Yeah.
More say like on Instagram. Got just a gym page. If you ask me for names, I won't be able to pull any out of the bag. Just follow whatever I think's inspiring, because I'm not always looking for any particular thing. I might just see, oh, I've not tried that before, or that food looks good.
Yeah.
Or, do you know what I mean? This approach looks good. So I'm just subconsciously always just looking for some hidden gems that I can take and apply to myself. But don't follow anyone in particular, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think when I was younger, I definitely followed a lot more like the fitness guys than I do now. But you come to realize as well, like everyone's on steroids.
Yeah, there is that.
Like,
There's definitely that.
a ton of people on steroids, and to have that as like a young person working out, you think that's achievable, but it's actually not,
Yeah,
because you're not taking steroids.
yeah.
I think that's one of the issues with the fitness industry as well.
Do you know what? I've got nothing against it.
I've got nothing against it, but it's when you hide that fact that
Don't hide it. I think that's what I was going to say. Just be open about it. You know what I mean? Put it out there.
Yeah.
Don't let it be smoke and mirrors. Like you thinking, telling them, I ain't on juice.
Yeah.
You are definitely on juice, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
And then make it, like you said, making it kind of unrealistic for someone else to try to hit those landmarks, and really and truly, it's not realistic. You're not gonna get there naturally, you know.
Yeah. If you had like one piece of advice you'd give to like your younger self starting out, what would it like be?
It would be just take it more serious from earlier on.
Yeah.
Cause I dilly-dallied for years, like I said, just going back and forwards. If I would have taken it more serious back then, maybe I'd be in a better position now in regards to just like physique, appearance and stuff like that. I think I was just thrown by the idea when it was completely new to me. So I tell you what, like I always used to have like an EZ bar in the garden or something.
Yeah.
You know, like those days when you used to, like, you might be with your mate and you do like 3 sets of 10 to 15, and then you just got all this lactic acid in your arms, and then the next day I can't put my arm down. I'm like, yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
And just getting past those moments, and you think it's always going to hurt, but then after a while you actually chase that pain. You know,
Yeah,
and you're like,
yeah.
oh yeah, I've got a good pump in.
Yeah.
Whereas before you're like, oh, that hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's that click moment where like you've been training for a while and like nothing's like you're not seeing any progress. But then one day I remember this. I was chasing 80 kilos on the bench, and I couldn't get it for ages. And then one day randomly I tried it, and like, I got like 5 reps. I was like, oh, like
Yeah.
it was just that moment. I was just like, oh, it's worked.
That's
Like
it.
it's done.
And that sense of achievement, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
So I remember before I was like, I couldn't get up 100.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And you're like, oh, I can do 110. Oh, I can do 120.
Yeah.
So then this is gassing you. It's keeping you going. So yeah, definitely, I hear that.
Yeah. I think I say to my younger self that take time. You've got time. You don't have to rush this. You can take a good year of like training and do it slowly. You don't have to do everything within a month. Like spread it out. Make sure you have longevity in this. Don't rush things. Do things properly as well.
Yeah, yeah. Your forms and
Yeah.
don't lift dumb heavy for the sake
Yeah,
of it.
yeah,
Hurt
yeah.
Yourself and all that.
What about lifts wise? What's your let's go PBs maxes.
PB maxes.
What about bench?
140, which is it's all right
It's good.
for a normal person. But when you speak to other people and they're like, yeah, 160s, 180s, 200s, like,
I
oh, 140 doesn't sound so good, but yeah, 140.
I mean, I think it's relative to your body weight and things, but anything above 100 is like
Decent.
decent. Yeah. I think mine's like 120.
Like I said, decent. It is good.
Yeah. Deadlift. You said.
Yeah, I think my best was like 210. 210. Yeah, man. But that was a while back. I wouldn't go for that now.
No.
Silly
Still
way.
at,
Man.
210 is mad.
But you know what comes with that though. Yeah, it's obviously the thrill. You know when you're just lifting. Like I used to love that. You know, just yeah. There's something about that crazy pump, man.
Yeah. I was never one to like do that. To be fair, because
I feel like that's the only way you're lifting that
if
weight.
you're going
you
for
have
that,
to tap
yeah,
in.
if
you
you're going
have
for
to
that,
tap
that's
in.
what, yeah.
But I hear you. There's nothing worse than hearing someone in the gym just screaming over in the corner.
I don't mind it. Like, if you're doing that, fair play. But maybe if I'm hitting that kind of weight, maybe I'll do it. But yeah,
We'd have to put you to the test today.
not with the injuries I have. Squat.
140. Yeah. But you know what? Because I don't know, man. Just barbell squats. I don't think they agree with my body too much. So I'm always skeptical about going heavy on that. Like on the hack squat,
Yeah.
I can do a lot more,
Yeah.
200 plus. But I don't know. I feel like there's a subconscious. You feel confident that you're not gonna injure yourself. I don't know. Yeah.
I think if I'd go back and do it all again, I'd probably maybe do like a Smith machine squat rather than the barbell, because there's a lot. I think squats and deadlifts, like, even if you're doing them right, I feel like there's a chance that something will just
It's high risk. So I've heard it before. High risk, low reward. Because if you're looking to just grow and look good, there is other things you can do that's going to get you there rather than doing that sort of stuff. But then some people like to keep it like just simple exercises, which those fall into like your simple compound movements, right? So I think it just depends on what you're trying to achieve.
Definitely. Right, that's it for like the gym sort of part. We're gonna move on and talk about business. So Fred, you own a brand, a clothing brand. You want to tell us a little bit more about the brand, and how and why you started it?
Okay, so yeah, the brand is called Freds. So the reason for the name is obviously my name is Fred, but Freds in clothes.
Yeah.
So and I thought that was a nice little twist to the name. But ultimately, the brand is kind of an extension of my art. So I think it's always something I've wanted to do is just make my own clothes anyway. But I've not really made the brand because I'm trying to make a killing and make this #1 brand in the fashion world. In fact, it's the complete opposite. Like for me, it's like as an extension of the art. So it's putting my art on garms. So that is actually the slogan is more than garms, which is literally it's just art on garms, right? But trying to put that in a way where people will want to wear it in a fashion sense. But I have no attachment to the fashion world. I don't follow fashion like that. In the same breath, I'm trying to create something probably in its own lane.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it's starting slow. It's doing well, and it's getting the right type of feedback. So I think it's just one of them things. Just kind of just see how it goes and enjoy the journey. Really.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. My next question was going to be: are you big into fashion? But
Nah, not really. I'm quite a simple person, man.
yeah,
I don't really follow big brands, big names. I don't crave that type of thing. More time you'll catch me in shorts and a t-shirt, just standard, like Nike. I mean, you can't go wrong with like your obvious sports brands. But yeah, I'm not big on. You know, I can't justify spending dumb money on clothes. I just can't do
yeah.
it, man.
The big brands like obviously like the Gucci's and things like that. But I do like high street fashion like Zara and like H&M and things like that. I do like to color coordinate and things like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that. I ain't gonna lie, I'm big on color coordination and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then I would see that more as my artist side tapping in. I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe that's not, but I would see it more leaning on that side because I'm into art, color, all that sort of stuff. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'll match those little bits and bobs up.
Yeah.
I can appreciate it. So I think the difference is I can appreciate it. If I see you wearing something sick, I'm like, yo, that is sick. Like that color. What's that brand? Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, yeah.
But I can appreciate it from afar. Doesn't mean I'm going to
You're gonna-
indulge
yeah.
in that.
No, fair enough. And you got the brand. I've got the brand. Why am I wearing my jacket?
Oh yeah.
Get the brand out.
There we go. So I should take the jumper and show you the t-shirt. innit? I got a t-shirt on, but now I won't.
But yeah, man. What do you do? You do hoodies, t-shirts.
So yeah, right now just starting very basic. Yeah, so literally
You got the
hoodies,
tee on.
t-shirts. You got to show 'em the back. Show 'em the back. Has he got the back on? I've
I've got it back on. Well, yeah, we'll post something about it. Don't worry.
But yeah, just keeping it sweet at the minute. So just jumpers, t-shirts. Obviously summer's fast approaching, so I'll hopefully have shorts and t-shirt sets. Hats maybe. But again, I'm doing this all just one man band, right?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of just experimenting, seeing what works. I've got some other things in the pipelines, but because of like obviously the seasons now, it's like I was looking into like windbreakers.
Yeah. That'd be sick.
Yeah, so because I suppose they can still work for the summer as well, given that we live in London and it's not always nice and warm.
Yeah.
But I'm not really jumping the gun right now. Just kind of working with the obvious. So t-shirts all year round, jumpers all year round. Just see how we get on from there.
Yeah. And should mention you're doing this alongside like part-time job. So this is like
Yeah,
isn't full time even like you're
not
giving,
yet.
Not yet. You're
Not
giving
yet.
you're giving time and energy to this.
That's it. So yeah, unfortunately, working a part-time job, but yeah, in the long run, this will be the end goal. Is just to kind of be a full-time creative.
Yeah.
Whether that's with the brand, with making art, overall, painting, whatever. I just want to wake up and do art and be paid for it, bro.
Yeah. Well, that's why I wanted you on because Fred's a normal guy. Like he's got a part-time job, but he's doing this on the side as well. Like he's a normal everyday person. Like anyone
Just
can
switch
do.
around. Full-time artist, part-time worker.
Full-time artist,
Full-time
part-time
artist,
artist. Yeah, that's
Just
the
don't
way to
stop.
put it. Yeah.
But yeah, no, you're right. Just normal dude trying to strive for bigger and better, and yeah, man. If you just keep on doing something, it's got to get somewhere, right?
That's it. And you have to try it. Because if you don't try what you want to do, you won't get to where you want to be.
Well, that's it.
And don't be afraid, man. If you want to try something, if you want to do something new, you want to start a business, go for it. What's the worst that can happen?
Do you know that? I just think, imagine just not progressing. Imagine just staying in that same job for 10 years, 20 years, and just being in that same one company. It's quite a scary thought to just waste your whole life in one place and never explore anything else, even if it is just a side hobby for the meantime.
Yeah.
If you don't, you got to switch it up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was full time
Yeah.
in a good company, making all right money, and I was just like, it's not where I wanted to be long term, innit? So
Not your passion. It's not.
yeah,
what you
eventually you
want
got to get out of there.
to do. Yeah. Do you like envision? Where do you envision the brand going? Like, is there other things you want to do with it? I know you're obviously doing the clothing and you're doing the art as well, but is there something that meets it in the middle kind of thing, or you want to do more stuff?
There
in the
is
future.
Yeah, there's no there's no end goal. I'll be honest. It's just kind of like we said, just starting it. It was just literally stop talking about it, make something, you know. And I've already gone from, you know, designing it all up to making those garms, to selling those garms, and just kind of pushing the brand out there. So I suppose in the ideal world, you know, it'd be established, people would be buying into it, and that will allow me to then keep creating just new designs and stuff, and therefore, you know, it keeps spinning. So yeah, I think that is where the crossover is. It's like I'm always going to do the art, and for as long as, you know, people buying and believe in the brand, the two will always kind of meet in the middle, because I will just keep putting art on garms and see what happens. I mean, I got, see, right now we'll show them shortly, but it's quite eye focused, that one particular design. But I've already got like a stack full of ideas ready, but it's just want to slow release them and see what type of responses they get.
What made you start the eye sort of design? Is there something behind that?
Do you know what? I think it's actually something that's always been in a lot of my art over the years. And just one day, like the penny drop, I think even my missus was like, have you not noticed that this eye is in a lot of your stuff? But it's like, obviously right now it's quite refined, whereas before it wasn't. It might have been on a character or like in a bigger piece. So I've kind of just taken it, isolated it, and made it its own thing. But yeah, when I look back at some of my older stuff, you can kind of see the development. So it's quite interesting. It's like it was always there, but it was just unidentified. So yeah, it's quite cool.
Nice. So, sort of next question I wanted to get from you, as someone who's just started like your business recently, what kind of skills do you think you'd need for like starting your own business, if any?
If any, I'd say just like I haven't got like a technical response to this, because I wouldn't really say like I'm not a businessman like that, you know. I'm an artist, innit? Like I'm not going to pretend to be something I'm not. Like, so for me, I would say just stop talking about it and do it. Do you know what I mean? Like if you've got an idea or you've got something you want to try, just try it. Just start. It's kind of similar with the gym, innit? It's like one day at a time. You know, start with something small and then keep on building to it until it becomes something. So like you said, I'm quite early on into this. Maybe if we do another podcast in a year's time, I might have something a bit more solid to say, you know what, don't do this or do that. But right now it's just do that thing, just start, and stay committed and stay determined and be driven, be passionate. You know, all these things are going to help you kind of push whatever it is that you're trying to push one step closer to the goal that you're trying to achieve. Yeah, I think it's probably the best I've got for you.
I think that makes 100% sense. I think that kind of to what I was saying before, like the gym you have to have those attributes as well. I think you brought that to, you might have always had them as well, but you brought that to your creative side and starting your own brand and clothing and things like that. So I think, yeah, definitely you have to have passion for it. Whatever you do, you have to have passion. You can't just start something and say, I want to make a load of money for this. Even this podcast, like, I've talked about doing it for years, and I've only just sort of started just because it's the right time.
You said, you know what, if I don't start now, I ain't gonna start, right? So yeah, fair play to you.
Do you miss having like a 9 to 5?
Not at all. Not at all, bro. I can't wait to be fully detached.
Yeah.
Like, I think I've always known that this is what I was destined to be. Like, I've done arts from a kid. Literally, it's always been a passion of mine, and it's probably where my best skill set lays. And I there was literally times in my 9-5 when like I'd get pulled after a meeting and I'm like, oh, you were just doodling, and I'm just like, because bro, I'm like, I'm not enjoying it.
This is
so I'm logging out. So the only way to stay kind of focused is just to doodle. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't miss traveling in the hustle and bustle of London rat race lifestyle. Not at all. It's horrible. And even now that I still work a part time, I still got to get up. Like, there's something I can get up at 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning, go gym all day, happy. Get up 5, 6 to go work, I'm not happy. So there you go, innit? Who wants to do that, really? Nobody, bro.
That's it. I remember you going at the gym like a few times, and I remember you saying like, oh, you want to get out of it, and like follow what you want to do, your passion.
Mm.
So to see you now with this clothing brand, and like you look happier.
Yeah,
Like,
thank you.
than what you were. So yeah, man, proud of you.
Thank you, bro.
But yeah, man, that's been it for this episode. Me and Fred, I'll drop Fred's clothing brand. Pick some stuff up.
Before we go, quickly.
You got something?
There you go. We'll show the. This is for Uzi. This is. my
Open
gift
it
to you
now,
to-
or?
Yeah, open it now.
Yeah?
Man.
I wasn't expecting this, by the way.
It was a surprise. I thought it was only right, given that we're on the podcast, right?
Oh shit!
So then you got another one to add to your collection.
Jeez. The white one as well.
There you go. You got the best of both worlds.
Fred's brand. Fred's.
So yeah, that's the main
brand.
thing at the minute. That's the eye stuff. So that's the current
That's sick, man.
design. Yeah.
Enough for that, bro. Thank you. But yeah, that's been the ep. Thanks to Fred.
Thank you for having me.
Until next time. Peace.